Hello, my health and safety professionals. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Your free online tutorial for health and safety knowledge. Therefore, keep watching the videos. If this is your first time to watch my videos, kindly subscribe, like, and share the videos so that we can continue spreading the knowledge to each and every individual. We are still learning NEBOSH IGC, and our today's learning outcome is who does what in an organization. And in this, we're going to define what is an organization and what are the level of management. That is the level of hierarchy. So an organization is a framework of roles and responsibilities of health and safety. An organization is a framework of roles and responsibilities related to health and safety, and the responsibilities are divided into 3 categories, which is the managing or management hierarchy, which is the top management, the middle management, and the subordinates. On the top management, we have the managing directors. They are followed by the directors. Then we have the middle management, which is made up of the senior managers, followed by the managers. We also have the line managers, and finally, we have the supervisors. This is the last part of the middle management. And lastly, or the lowest part of the organization, is the subordinates, who are only helpers in the administrative work. So our today's learning outcome, we are going to look at an employer. Who is an employer? So we're going to define in terms of health and safety. So the employer is a person or an organization that employs people. So an employer is divided in 2 categories. He can be a person, that is a human being. Also, he can be an organization. So as an organization, he can only be a brand name. Let's say, for example, a Coca-Cola or a Fanta company. If you are working in a Coca-Cola company, then you can easily say that Coca-Cola is my employer, because you are being paid through Coca-Cola. You can even work for more than 10 years without meeting your boss or without meeting the owner of the company. So the brand name can become an employer. Also, an employer can be a human being. Let's say you're working under me. Therefore, you can say Abubakar is my employer. So our today's context, our today's learning outcome, we are not going to talk about an employer as a person or a human being, but an employer as an organization. So in this learning outcome, an employer is also referred to as a corporate body, which exists in legal sense. So an employer is a legal person that only exists in legal sense. And we talk about a legal person is not a really human being, but a name, a brand name that presents the organization. We earlier said that the responsibilities for ensuring that the health and safety of our workplace lies with the employers. And in this, we talked about it in the International Labour Organization, that is the ILO, where we had the Convention 155 and the Recommendation 165. which talked about the duties and responsibilities of an employer towards the employees. So these terms, that is the ILO, that is the International Labor Organization, we need to master them, we need to understand them, because you are going to see them all across our course. NEBOSH is a wide knowledge, is a wide course which covers so many areas. Therefore, these new terms that we are learning, we are going to see them as we continue learning. So make sure you understand them, such as the ISO, or the International Organization for Standardization. That is another term you need to understand. So we are going to talk about who does the employer owes duty to. Who does the employer owes duty to? In other words, whom does the employer supposed to protect in an organization or in a company? The first category of people are the employees or the workers. Now, these are the people who are working directly under the employer. So they are working directly under the employer. They deserve to be protected by the health and safety company policy. The second category are workers who might be working within their workplace, but they are not directly employees under that company. And this can be the casual workers or even the contractors. The casual workers are the workers who are not permanently employed within the organization. Maybe they are only called to come and do some certain task, then they leave the company. They also deserve to be protected by the employer. The third category of people who are supposed, or they deserve the duty, they deserve the rights to be protected, are the workers who are not employees and they are not working on the workplace, but they are only coming to fix certain equipment. Let's say they only come to install air condition or air conditioner. These people, or this category of people, they deserve to be protected under the employer. And therefore, it is the duty of the employer to ensure that they work safely and they leave the environment, the working environment, in a safe manner. The fourth category of people whom the employer owes duty to are the people who might be in their workplaces, but they are not carrying out any work activities, and they are also not the employees of that organization. This example of the visitors. Visitors is a good example of these people who might be coming to your organization, maybe to seek for job. Other people who are coming to your organization, they come to visit their family members or even family friends. Sometimes we have our colleague managers or our colleague people from other companies. These people also deserve to be protected by the employer. And the last category of people, they are the people who are outside their workplaces, but they are affected by their work activities. And this is an example of the people of the public. People who are passing by your company or your organization. Depending on where your company is situated, if your company is operating in urban center where there are so many people who are passing through your organization or through your company, they can be human beings, vehicles, or even animals. All these people are supposed to be protected And this one is supposed to be included in the health and safety policy of that organization. Now, generally, an employer has the responsibility for the health and safety of everyone who might be affected by what they do. Either they are their own workers or they are not workers. Now, this marks the end of our learning outcome today, but I just want to remind you that our coming lesson or our coming video, we are going to talk about the PPE or the personal protective equipments. And here is an example. I've just put it on today intentionally to give an example. This is eye protective equipment, which is the transparent glasses. They are used indoors working activities. So if an employee or a worker is working indoor and the work involves the risk of injuring the eyes or face, it is advisable for the worker to wear this eye protection against any harm or injuries. Stay tuned so that in the coming video, I'm going to showcase each and every PPE, that is the personal protective equipment, and I will give I'll give an explanation on how they are being used, because I am very much committed to bring to you all the quality knowledge in health and safety so that you can be enlightened, so that you remain safe in your workplace. Let's meet in the next video. Bye-bye.